How's everyone doing? Let's jump right into it. How is it that AI will take over your job? I believe AI is coming for everyone. There's no job out there where AI will not impact. For example, even police officers, police jobs will be impacted. They will not need to hire that many officers anymore. And what does that mean for your job? Something you should think about it. Within the next 5 years, AI will be replacing many jobs and you should get prepared. Check this video out.
This vehicle is going to give us touch points with a community that we have never had before.
If you look past the flashing lights and logos, it's clear this is no ordinary police cruiser. This prototype SUV was designed to launch a drone, read license plates, and send live infrared video back to HQ, all without needing a police officer behind the wheel. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says this is the nation's first autonomous police vehicle.
Just think about how much money the cities pay out in lawsuits. Imagine getting a ticket from this autonomous vehicle where there's no dispute in it. It's you versus the robot. It's you versus the machine. You can't argue or try to talk your way out of the ticket. All it knows is black and white, no gray in between. If you're doing over 95, automatic suspension, you're done.
The South Florida Department is rolling out the experimental vehicle thanks to funding from the policing lab.
What we're ultimately trying to do is to give the sworn officers the capability to make the best decision out there.
For now, Miami-Dade will essentially take the vehicle on a PR junket, seeking community input before it regularly patrols neighborhoods. If and when that day arrives, designers say this vehicle will offer a lot.
They don't need to be focused on driving and looking for animals, children, pedestrians running out into the road. The vehicle's going to watch those vulnerable road users and let the officer look for crime.
The easy-to-operate tethered drone gives police a bird's-eye, up-close view, even in the shadows. The car can also patrol targeted areas, deterring bad actors without Sheriff Rosie Cordero Stutz needing to send actual deputies.
Everything that we've seen in the movies, it's coming to life. Everything. The Jetsons, all the movies, all the technology.
Probably say that this vehicle will allow 5 to 10 deputies to go about other business that they might otherwise not be able to do.
The police.
So you got to understand, there's a transformation taking place. And some of us, it's almost like we're trying to convince ourselves it's not happening. But it's taking place regardless of whether you understand it or not. And this is why I tell everyone, even for example, if like take NVIDIA, it's the chips, the software, AI, everything. They're leading the way for the future. And if you would have invested $1,000 in 2005 in a stock NVIDIA, you would have had approximately $1 million just from $1,000. I don't care. You don't need a lot of money to invest. I don't care if it's $20 a week, $40 a week. The problem is you have to start investing now. And we just sit there, we're waiting, we're watching movies. Just calculate all the subscriptions, Netflix, Amazon, Prime, Hulu. If you calculate the amount of money you're investing in these subscriptions, you can have so much more. But we just sit back and wait, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Lab says the car can also help streamline arrests,
Fingerprint, 10 digits.
and relay real-time data.
Bus collision, an active shooter. You position this vehicle, and this information can be fed directly back to a command center for decision making.
The autonomous vehicle industry has faced questions about safety for years. Designers say this new law enforcement model would not engage in a high-speed chase without a deputy driving.
This will never go lights and siren exempt from the rules of the road autonomously.
Technology like 360-degree cameras also raises privacy concerns. Civil society groups like the ACLU have long been suspicious of police using surveillance tech such as drones. Miami-Dade Sheriff says her department is using technology that's everywhere.
We're all on camera all the time, everywhere we go. I think that what we're doing is embracing what's already part of our lives and using it in a way that helps to improve our community.
And we may not even be able to imagine some future triumphs and pitfalls on an uncharted road.
The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office says during the pilot program, this vehicle will be assigned to its Community Affairs Bureau. But the sheriff tells me if there's a crisis, they'll put this vehicle to work. Jesse Kirsch, NBC News, Miami.
And that's just the beginning. They're going to slowly roll it out. Soon it's just going to be normal. I would say within the next 5, 10 years or a lot sooner. It's going to change everything. And this is why I try to tell people as far as stocks, like one of the main things you have to invest in is NVIDIA. It's almost like the beginning of Microsoft if you would have got in early, or Apple. It's not too late. You should definitely get in. It's almost like the .com era. We are in it right now. Some of us, we're just going along, pretending like, what's wrong with you? You got to start now. Let's see what else we got.
So Figure designs and manufactures humanoid robots, and the goal is to be able to do as much stuff a human can as possible in the physical world. We think of a lot of ourselves as like trying to give, this is kind of a creepy, but like trying to give AI a body. How do we ultimately send robots out to the world?
And this is what I'm telling everyone. No job is safe. I mean, they're going to have jobs, but it's just going to be different. You got to think outside the box. Cleaning service, security guards. You're going to have one of these androids, like 5 or 6 of them on a charger, watching all night. It's coming for all industries. I mean, some it's going to take a lot longer, you know, maybe 50 years, 100 years from now, but every industry will be affected because companies spend a lot of, regardless of what you believe, they're making a lot of money. They're also spending a lot of money as well. You know, when people think, oh, we're increasing minimum wage, like, for example, I think Walmart, they spend billions of dollars only to make a small percentage. I mean, it's not small to the average person, but they're spending, don't quote me, just let's say, for example, 200 billion just to make 2 billion profit, just to profit 2 to 3 billion. And people don't understand that bottom line. All they're looking at is how much they're taking in. You're not looking at the cost. And I'm not saying they should pay more, but at the same time, they spend a lot of money. So if it no longer makes sense, they're just going to automate.
To do everything from work in the commercial market, and then ultimately we want to put a robot in every home in the world. Laundry, dishes, cleaning up the house.
Who would buy one of these? I'm going to put my order in right now. Just imagine laundry, dishes, cleaning, taking a dog for a walk. It's over. This is crazy. Soon it's going to start babysitting people's kids, and that's the wild part.
Basically everything that a human can do in the physical world over time, we'd like a humanoid to do.
In late September, Time's cover shoot was a domestic affair with a humanoid robot called the Figure 3. It's the latest creation of Figure AI, a California-based startup backed by more than $1 billion in funding, which is building towards a future where humanoid robots make human labor a thing of the past. Time witnessed the Figure 3 load a dishwasher, clear clutter, and fold clothes, but even in this tightly controlled environment, the robot often struggled. The dream of general robotics, it seems, is still a long way from becoming a reality.
Load a dishwasher? This is Genesis. This is only the beginning. Of course, you're going to have the hiccups, all the, get all the malfunction out. They don't want to scare you. They don't want to give you the, 2.0. It's like they got to slowly roll it out, because if they give you the super bot, it could disrupt everything instantly. So they got to slowly roll it out. And once they get a hang of it, like once you get accustomed to seeing, T-1000 Terminator walk down the street, then it becomes normal. They're going to normalize it for all of us. And at that point, it's over. Once it becomes normal, it's too late by then.